How's it going, Rogues Gallery? It's finally here! Warlord Saga of the Storm has finally arrived. After multiple production woes and delays, we actually have product in hand, at least for us Kickstarter backers. Now, this is going to be available for widespread purchase for fans of the old Warlord Saga of the Storm trading card game and potential new fans as well. I think a little bit after everyone gets all their Kickstarter pledges and all that kind of stuff. So today we're going to open up, well, my Kickstarter pledge. I didn't really back it for a ton of stuff, but I backed it for enough to give you kind of a smattering of everything. We have an Into the Accordlands booster box. That's what this is called, right? Yes, that's what this is called. And then we also have all of the starter decks, and then the box of Greed, which is a bunch of reprint cards from the original Warlord. If you don't know what this is, by the way, I did a video on it a while ago, it's actually like a couple years ago at this point. But Warlord is a, I don't want to say a reboot, a continuation, I guess it's kind of like a reboot of the classic TCG Warlord from the 90s. This is actually one of my early 2000s, 90s into early 2000s. This is one of my favorite trading card games that I've ever played. In fact, this is one that my brother and I played growing up. It's really, really cool. It uses like a D20 system, similar to D&D, but a little bit different because we use like this rank and file system for our army. Yes, you have like an army. You have like a little starting army. We'll talk about it as we get into this, but this game is super, super cool. It's really, really unique. I've never really played another TCG like it, like even since it first came out. So I'm actually really, really excited to dive into this. Like I said, I played this with my brother as a kid in like the 90s and 2000s, but it's not just nostalgia. I think the game is legitimately extremely good. It's one of the games that I featured in my TCGs to keep an eye out on in 2026. You should definitely keep an eye on this, especially if you like Western style fantasy trading card games. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into our top down and dive into Warlord Saga of the Storm. I can't believe I'm saying that. In the year of 2026, Warlord is back. Insane. Let's do it. And since we're covering a classic TCG, I figured I'd feature a classic Red Zone Rogue playmat. This is one of the first playmats that we ever did, back when we celebrated our 10,000 subscriber milestone a few years ago. It's still available on the Red Zone Rogue merch store, redzonorogue.com, though not this color. This was like a special color for the celebration. We have a different color with a more yellowy, reddy kind of spell effects. Anyway, let's go ahead and check this out. So we have our booster box here, Into the Accordlands. This is a 24 additional boosters. I like how it has the age the age rating in the corner. Yeah, we have the rarity breakdown here. 1 rare or 1 legendary, 3 uncommon, 10 commons, and plus a foil or extended art. So that's kind of the breakdown of this. This is kind of like their reboot base set. So there's a bunch of information here, as well as all of the information. So once again, extremely excited to crack into this. Try to defeat them, we dare you. Test your courage against an overlord. This is something they did with organized play for old Warlord, where you could challenge like the tournament organizer more or less, and they had like a special deck with a special Overlord. I actually have a couple of these cards. I showcased them in our old Warlord video. You want to check that out? I'll put a link in the description if you want to check that out. So we have the booster box. We have the starter decks. This is a brick of all 6 of the starter decks, 1 for each of the factions in Warlord. I myself used to play Devanian. My brother played Nthrog. Nthrog are kind of like the orcs. Devanian are kind of like evil. I don't know how to put it. Evil, I guess. They're cool. I don't know. They're cool. If you dig like Red Wizard energy from D&D, it's kind of like Red Wizard energy. I have all of the Kickstarter promos here. We'll open up these first, and then I have the box of Greed, which is a bunch of reprints of extremely powerful cards from the original run of Warlord. These cards are not legal in like current Warlord standard, I guess, if you want to call it that. But if you like old Warlord like me, and you have like a little old Warlord collection, this is kind of cool. And it also has like a storage box, which is nice. I believe this one is exclusive to the Kickstarter. I don't think anyone can buy this after the fact, other than on the secondary market. Whereas all this stuff you can buy. Okay, so we'll open up this as well. I think we'll do this, we'll do the decks, then this, and then the booster box last. I think the decks also have packs in them as well. But we'll kind of kick this off by showing these, just to kind of give you an idea of what Warlord is all about. And we have this classic Warlord card back. Man, once again, I still can't believe we have Warlord again. Even after all of the production woes and the delays and everything, I still can't believe. You can tell it's been delayed a little bit since the copyright date down here is still 2024. It is 2026 if you're watching this in the future. So we have the Genecourt Initiate. These are all promo cards that backers got. We have Chant, Corpse Crowd. We're not going to go over like what they all do, but just kind of looking at a Warlord card, we'll go back to the Initiate. So we have the attack in the top. We have their armor in the top right. So top left is their attack, top right is the armor. We have their class and level here. So this is Cleric. And then we have their like ability score down here. You use this to check like spell DC checks and all that kind of stuff. And then we have wounds, which is like their hit points. Most cards, most like character cards only have like 1 or 2. Warlords have 3 to 4, and then even more than that is crazy. And then you have their effects here. Combat's very similar to D&D. You roll a D20, and then you'll try to, meet or beat. I think it's meet or beat your opponent's armor class here, and then you add your attack modifier. If you played D&D before, you know exactly how it works. In fact, that was kind of like one of their old mottos there. It's like the game you already know how to play. So yeah. We have Huggins. This means you can attack that many times. So Huggins is pretty strong. Huggins attacks 3 times at +3 each. And it's a level 3 fighter. Lycanthrope. That's a pretty solid card. And 3 health. This card's sweet. This card's really good. This seems pretty good. It's like kind of vanilla, but it's vanilla powerful. Brinewater Croc. This one is from the Mercenary faction, which is kind of generics. Think of them as like a neutral or generic. You can put these in any deck. You can also make a specific deck that's all mercenaries as well. Ragar Root Strength. Big Minotaur homie. Holemite. God, the art's extremely good in this. Flurry of Knives. Loves me some rogue action. Grave Exchange. I actually played Wizard the most. The starter deck that I started off was a deck called like Slayer the Unkind or something like that. And he was a wizard. Dissolve. We have Pounce. In order to use like a skill or an action like this, you need to have a character of that level to do it. This one I think is the dual class. I think it's fighter and rogue. This one would be Cleric and Wizard. So Cleric is the little like starburst thing. Wizard is the scroll. Fighter is the glove. And then, Fighter is the gauntlet. And then Thief or Rogue is the glove. Another Tavern Brawl. Just a circle is generic. Anyone can do that. Meet at the Inn. Of course. Classic D&D. And then Meredith Mare. 6 steed. For items, you need to add the rank that your character's currently in, like the rank and file. So if you're in like the 3rd row, you would add that 3 to your character's level. So a fighter of level 3 in row 3 would be able to saddle the mare. So yeah, and then like card quality, it's fine. It's pretty like standard card quality, I'll be honest. Nothing like too crazy. It feels almost like, I don't know, like Magic. I get Magic the Gathering card quality, which is not saying a lot because if you are a regular of the channel here, you know that I cover almost exclusively Japanese and anime TCGs, and those actually have extremely high card quality, much higher than Western TCGs usually. So yeah, it's like fine. It's like Western TCG card quality, I would say, even though I'm pretty sure the manufacturer's from China. What did I say we're going to do? We're going to open up the decks. Yeah, let's open up the decks first. Then we'll do the box of Greed, and then we'll do the booster box. So here are all 6 of the decks. I love this is just a really classic looking starter deck brick. As someone who actually collects old dead TCGs, the design here is very, very old school, which I do appreciate. It gives me that nostalgia, even though I do, like I said, frequently open up old dead card games. All right, I'm just kind of like getting a feel for it. The Age of Peace is over. Maybe everything has been peaceful since Warlord died all those years ago, and now the peace has been shattered. And then we got our little display. So we have, I believe this is Free Kingdoms, just judging by the color. Yeah, Free Kingdoms. So this is the Free Kingdoms deck. Usually think of this as like the humans, like, I don't know, Gondor, Rohan kind of deal. More like Gondor, I guess. But this is like, you know, humans and stuff. Not only humans, but think of that kind of vibe. These are the elves. The elves in this like to do a lot of like necromancy and that kind of stuff. Well, there you go, necromancer or remedy. Laird, shall I be of service? So we have basically like the humans and the elves, but not really. I mean, we have an angel here. I say humans, but that's just kind of like the vibe. I think there are different races between all of them. This one is Devanian. Oh, it says it right here. It literally says it. I was just going by the colors. Yeah. Missionaries. Yeah, they're kind of like, I don't know, evil. They're kind of like evil. This one is the Under the Blood Moon starter deck. Which is, oh, Mercenary. Oh, they did do just a full merc guild. Okay. Mercenaries, like I said, you can kind of think of these as like neutral. So that's kind of cool that they have a neutral deck. We also have, this is dwarves for sure. Yeah, Dwarven forges. Like you can find like dwarves in like the Free Kingdoms. And then finally, last but not least, this is the one that my brother played, the Nthrog, which are like the orcs. But not just orcs, there's also like trolls and minotaurs and that kind of stuff. Very cool. These are pretty big deck boxes. Or rather, I don't want to call them deck boxes to confuse them with actual like TCG like deck boxes, but the boxes are pretty big. Someone always asks, but like, yeah, these are of course standard size cards. I feel like that like every game is like a standard size card game, with the exception of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Vanguard, for the most part. So yeah, let's check out the deck. So inside we have a booster pack. We will open up the booster pack, and then we have the deck and our dice. Dice is really important, so it's cool that it comes with the dice. And then we have this little foam insert that I think was like sitting on top. Yeah, it was sitting on top of the dice, or top of the die, just to kind of like pad it out. So I think you can like sleeve this up and stick it back in here if you wanted to, which is like, that's fine, that's cool. Yeah, sweet. So we're gonna put this back in here. There are also official Dragon Shield sleeves for each of the starter decks as well, I believe, and I think they feature the art here. I think so. I'll have to double check. But hey, if you want to pick up the sleeves, I don't have any copies of them, but I do have an affiliate link with Dragon Shield. 11 minutes in, here's another here's another shill. Seriously, if you want 5% off, I have a promo code Rogue5. If they have them available on the Dragon Shield store, you can type in Rogue5 and you'll get 5% off your entire Dragon Shield purchase. So I typically like using their dual mats. I did a whole video talking about their new dual mats recently. They're pretty good. Check that video out if you would like a more thorough review of them. But all right, so yeah, let's dive into this. Wait, I did notice one thing. There's no like, okay, this is a pet peeve of mine. There's no like instruction book or anything on how to play. I get it as a smaller game, but this is like not a super simple game. It very much plays like D&D, but it's not like obvious. Huh. Okay, well, I'm trying to see if there's any like QR code or anything to scan. It doesn't look like it. That's my first big point of feedback. Maybe there's a card in here that is a QR code. It doesn't look like it. That's my first big point of feedback. Put like a rule book or a QR code or something so people know to play. Obviously, you can go look it up online, but if you just bought this and you cracked this open at the LGS, like, come on, man. Anyway, so we have our Warlord. This is Vactus, Spirit's Champion. He's a heavy hitter. +8, +6, +6, 14 armor, 4 wounds. Pretty good. His limited order, you're going to move him forward 1 rank. That's pretty good. Just like moves him upward without having to spend to do the move. So essentially, I think this is our starting army. So when you start out, you basically, yeah, this is definitely our starting army. You basically have 3 ranks when you start. You can have more than that, but you have your Warlord, which is going to be in the 3rd rank. You have your level 2 characters, which are going to be in rank 2. They don't have to be the same ones. They just have to be level 2. And they have to be the same clan or same faction as your Warlord. I don't think you can do neutrals or mercenaries in the starting. But correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a little while since I've played. And then you put your rank, your level 1 guys in the 1st row. And this is kind of how you start playing. Your opponent does the same. And then you also have like range. So if this guy had range, which he does, perform a +2 range strike, then you'd be able to range over this and hit your opponent's 1st row. Otherwise, you'd have to have your frontliners deal damage to them. So yeah, it's a really cool game. And then you have like items and actions and gear that you can equip or play. The game is super cool. So we're going to go through the starter deck pretty quickly, just kind of give you an idea. Cleave, Heroic Confrontation, Arcane Approach. Even though our Warlord is a fighter, we have other units that are different classes that'll be able to do this stuff, which is pretty good. Steady Grip, Bruntor's Helm. I recognize this art. I think they have a combination of new art and art from the original Warlord. In fact, some of these cards might be Warhorse. Man, this looks so familiar. Some of these cards might be the same, or at least updated. Bardiche? Okay, yeah, some of these are definitely the same. I remember the Bardiche. Nthrog, Psych. So some weapons here. We have the Meredith Mare. Novice Pyro. So we have a full playset. These cards here do count as cards in the main deck. Akvuk, the rank 1. So you can actually swap, if you wanted to, you can actually swap these out, right? Yeah, as like your starters, if you wanted this level rank 1 dude in the front. But this one's pretty good. It says adjacent Nthrog get +2 attack. So this dude in the middle would be 4, but they have higher armor. So this one has 9. So it's like high attack, low armor. This one's like low attack and high armor. So maybe they have a higher chance of surviving the initial onslaught. I don't know. That's kind of cool. Mad Pat Carrick. Duran. We have the Mighty Mug. Oh, this one's a rare. So you get like 1 rare. Oh, that's kind of cool. Very old school. I don't mean this one as a compliment. Very, very old school starter deck design. You get like 1 of rare. I think playsets in Warlord are 3. Cragdem. I like it when starter decks have full playsets. It looks like this one has a lot of playsets of most of the key cards, which is nice. Mostly of commons, and then uncommons you get 2, and then we have the 1 rare. So this is a very, for better or worse, very old school design in terms of like starter decks, where you only get like 1 rare, but you do have a booster pack at least. I prefer a more modern design. Honestly, I think we're kind of past this, but for a game like Warlord that's just kind of coming back, I'll give it a little bit of a pass for nostalgia. So let's go ahead and open up the booster pack as well, and then we'll open up the other ones. We'll go a little bit quicker over the other decks, and then we'll get to the other stuff. I don't want to spend too long. So here we have our very first Warlord starter, or very first Warlord booster pack in like a million years. So we have all of the commons. Retreat from the Royal. Sleep. Oh, okay, yeah. I literally have old versions of this card. I definitely remember the art on this one. Spitfire. Unsummon. Cost 1 mana, instant. Return target creature to owner's hand. Courage from Faith. Super classic artwork on that one as well. Divine Barrier. Gift from Above. we have our uncommons. We have a Sutek Razor Claw. I'll have the commons up here, and then we'll sort them. We have a Heresy Ward, Ritual Dagger, uncommon. Then our first rare is the Dreadfang. Rarities down here. It's the same rarities as like Pokemon. Circle, common. Diamond is uncommon. Star is rare. And then I think their higher rarity, which I forgot what it is already, it's got a little burst thing. This is pretty cool. This is a unique, which means you can only have one out in the field. Oh, this is one of the dragons. This is pretty sweet. I think there's a dragon of each faction, so this is the Mercenary dragon. I dig it. Ooh, oh, okay. All right, all right. I see what you're doing here. So our first pack is a foil uncommon Warlord. This is Gorthos Shadow's Axe. You can see the foiling is kind of like the metallic, almost like cold foiling kind of thing here. And then we have a token, Coward token. The token is a circle with a star in it. This one is uncommon, as you can see. So we'll put that here, and then token will be down. Yeah, cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I think what I'll do is I will put the starter back in its respective box for each of these, just so I'm a little bit more organized. So I'll put the starters back in the box, and I'll put them. You know, I'm gonna put them back in this. I'm gonna put them back in this box too, if I can manage it without them like all falling over. All right, let's go ahead and open up. I've always wanted to play elves. I actually never played elves, so let's go ahead and open up the elves next. They're the ones that I'm more interested in playing this time around, because like I said, I played a lot of Devanian, and I played, like I said, my brother played Nthrog, I played Devanian, I played a little bit of Free Kingdoms, a little bit of Dwarves, but mostly Devanian, and I never really played elves. I did have an elf promo called Forlorn that I thought was really cool, but I never, like I just kind of splashed it in my deck. You can technically splash characters and cards from different factions, but when you do, they come into play like stunned, I believe, which means you have to wait like a full turn, like full extra turn before you're able to use them. Classic style little pull tab here. Also classic problems where I just can't get the pull tab working. So that's why I always have like a knife. I have to be careful. I don't want to cut the cards. If you want to use a knife, it's always best to just cut the fold at the top here. We're just gonna do it that way. I've opened up so many old TCG products that are like done like this. It's just, I swear most of the time the little pull tabs just are a pain. I don't know if it's just me. Is it just me? Let me know. Let me know if you never had any problems here. So we have Tazian Dithanis. Tazian Dithanis. Warlord character, Elf Necromancer, limited order. This one's a wizard. Target up to 2 characters in any discard pile. Banish the targets. Perform a +3 range strike for each character banished. Ooh, okay. All right. So we can do our regular attack, and then we can get like a... So this character can attack 4 times if you can do the limited order plus their attack. It's pretty good. We have our starting army. So we have our 2 Graveyard Librarians, level 2s. And then we have a Jigoro, which is our level 1 here. Shadow Bolts. Very cool. Very, very cool. I do plan on playing these in the Rogues Gallery Discord. With some folks there who are also excited about Warlord coming back. We have Magic Missiles. I think what we're going to do is we're going to play with the starters, and then I want to do box sealed. So I'm going to build a deck out of just the booster box that we opened today. Melt Metal. Oh, Fireball. Very nice. Blast. Absolute classic. I definitely played with this one. +3 range strike. Literally, I still have those copies. We have Flame Lance. This is a rare here. Wounds from this action may not be reduced. Okay, pretty good. Perform a +5 range strike. Spend order 5 range strike, then inflicts an additional wound. That is a Warlord killer for sure. We got some Burning Scrolls, triple Burning Scrolls. Unicorn of Thune. That's another rare. Oh, did the other one have 2 rares? The other deck might have had 2 rares in it. We might have just missed it. That's the second rare. Riding Horse. It's still very standard kind of stuff. You get like 2 rares plus a booster pack. We have our extra Librarian. Lord's Assailant. Very cool. I like the assassin vibes. Mistress Alondra, also very cool. Gives me Warhammer vibes for sure. Like classic Dark Elf Warhammer vibes. Callow Rowan, another rare. So there's three rares in this one? Okay. Maybe we need to take another look at the Nthrog deck. I'm just going through too quickly. This guy looks cool. Elf Summoner. Frame Seer. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. Golden Grove Mage. I recognize this artwork as well. Cyan. And then Grimfray Prowler. Grimfray Prowler. Yeah, cool. I like the elves. I think it's pretty cool. Sure, we'll just put that on top and we'll open up our pack. And I kind of want to... I already checked out the Nthrog deck, but now I'm like, oh man, now that I missed the rare, I kind of want to go back and check out the other rares. Well, this is a heavy action pack. So there's one thing to note about the first set in the booster packs is there's a lot of clumping for commons and uncommons. Like this, I think literally every single common here was an action. Like every one for the commons, which is kind of funny. We have Hinterland's Griffin as our first uncommon. We have Isidran Kennelmaster, second uncommon. They're all the same. All of the uncommons are the same as well. These are all the Mercenary. So we have a bunch of clumping for this, and then our rare is a dwarf. We have Grand Inventor Otto. Oh, this is the high rarity card. What are they called? Like, are they called legendary? What? It said it on the box. Yeah, they're called legendaries. Okay, yeah. So we got a legendary Grand Inventor Otto, legendary dwarf warlord. Pretty sweet. Auto gains +1 level for equipping items. That's pretty good. Equip a trap token to each of your characters in your first rank without a trap equipped. Huh, we'll have to see what those trap tokens are. Yeah, pretty cool. The first legendary card. And then we have Epic Betrayal. Oh, this is one of the... Brett, this is an extended art legendary. So we have a legendary, the little starburst symbol down there. And then we have an extended art legendary. That's a pretty good pack. Epic Betrayal. It's a rogue action, a rank 5, roll order. Target a spent character within 1 rank. On a 1 to 9, I think all of the epic cards are like crazy good. I think they all have similar effects here. On a 1 to 9, perform a melee strike against a target. On a 10 to 19, perform a melee strike against a target and inflicts an additional wound. That's pretty good. On a 20, you perform a melee strike against a target. If the strike hits, it's just killed. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, I like that. I like that a lot. The art is rad as hell. And then we have a Manimal token. And then here's the... Hey, look, here's the sleeves. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. We're going to put the deck back, and I'll be honest, I don't want to retread, but I'm going to retread because I want to see what the other rares... I'm going to see what the rares were in here. Because I guess I wasn't paying enough attention to the rarity as we were going through. So probably just going to try to find the single copies of cards. Because I imagine... Oh, so here's a rare. Heroic Confrontation is a rare. Really cool artwork on that one. And then we have... Let's see. Griffin. Yep, Griffin's a rare. Okay. So yeah, those are the 3. It looks like we get 3 rares. I'm going to flip through these really quickly just to make sure. But it looks like we get 3 rares per starter deck. Okay. 3 rares, better than 1 rare. Still extremely similar to old Magic starter decks. As someone who bought a bunch of those back in the day, let's do the Mercenaries next. Yeah, you'd get like a starter deck that had like a bunch of jank and like one or 2 rares. You wouldn't even get a pack like this. It would just be like 1 or 2 rares, and that's that. And they're not like good rares. They were like bulk rares. We still had fun with them, I will say, but you know, it's 2026. It's not 1996 anymore, so I think we moved past some of that stuff, especially with other TCGs dropping full play sets of competitive staples in their starters. So anyway, we're going to talk about those in a future video. The new Shadowverse decks are insane. Anyway, Alrain Gaunt, Warlord character, monster assassin. Okay, I dig it. 5/3/1, high armor. React after Alrain Gaunt moves, perform a melee strike. Ooh, okay. All right, I dig that. That's cool. I like this card. This card's sweet. And then we have, let's see, for the rest of the deck, we have our 2 level 2s for the starting army. Tyron Ruskin. Then we have Brine Fiend. A lot of the, as you're seeing, a lot of the mercenaries are like monsters. Not all of them, but a lot of them. We have Assassin Strike. Cunning Shot. Dupe. That's a rare. Rapid Dash. Not to be confused with Ponyta. We have Sneak Attack. Swift. Yeah, very roguey deck. Pounce. Cloud Racer. Gap Finder. Can find the gaps in their armor. Revenger. Ooh, rare sword. Rare sword. Riding Horse. Balian. So yeah, this is like an elf, but they're, you know, mercenary elf. Flame Jester. We can run this as our rank 1. That's pretty cool. I do like how they really give you options for your starting army. That's really cool. We have Starbinder. So like this is a level 3. Shambling Horror. Level 2. We could use this one as our starter as well. We have Sturgis. Could use this as level 1. Tunnel Worm. And the final card's probably going to be a rare. Blitzer. Look at that. Look at that dude. Hold on, I need to cycle the camera. Yes, the Blitzer. All right, the Blitz. No one's going to get that reference who's watching this video. All right, let's go ahead and crack the pack. Let's see what we got in here. This is going to be a lot longer video than I thought, but I don't know. I've been waiting a long time for this, so we're gonna enjoy this. I love this art. It's so like classic. Retreat from the Royal. Same with this one. Once again, look at mostly actions. And then we have Jolig. Craigdem. Oracle of Kavara. I think this one is the Team Covenant promo, but theirs is like the alternate art. But this is a good card. You can spend an order, discard a card, and survey, which means you look at the top 2 of your deck and put on the top or bottom, and then you draw a card, which is really, really nice. So pretty good uncommon. We have Green Flower Warden, Makusog Steelhorn, and then our rare is Hunt from Above. Very nice. Gain stealth +10. Survey if the character is a scout. Gain true strike. Okay. Oh, TFK Brigand. I think it's actually a good card. I think this is a pretty good card. So we got TFK Brigand. This is the Gen Con champion 2023. Like I said, we've been waiting a long time for this because it is currently 2026. We got a foil version of the TFK Brigand. Robert Midgley. Well, congratulations. It's a cool card, and it's good that we get it. It's a three wounds rank 1. Free Kingdoms. Great. This is a great card. And then we have a shield. Simple shield. Yeah, very cool. I think the deck that I'm looking forward to playing the most still is Elves. But this is a cool deck. It's maybe my second one, at least so far. Let's check out... I want to save Devanian for last because they're my old favorite. So let's go with the Dwarves here. Dwarves tend to have a lot of health. There's a lot of Dwarven Warlords that have like 4 health. Did the one that we opened up earlier have 4? No, he only had 3. The epic one, or the legendary one, only had 3. But still. All right. We have a booster pack, and then our deck. Set these all aside. Hope that this will. The last one easy to get off. This one difficult. This one's actually not. This is actually fine. This is fine. Yeah, we got it. We have Memoriam as our Warlord. 7 attack, 15 armor, 3 health. Limited order. Target your non-stun dwarf character in the front rank. Heal and ready the target. So this is really good if you have front rank stuff that has more than 1 wound. So you can kind of keep healing it. That's pretty good. Yeah. This is a good like build around. So we have Sunforge Smith is our rank 2. And then the Tunnel Vanguard rank 1. Ooh, okay, yeah. Adjacent characters get +1 HP. Very good. So that means the one in the middle will have 3 health. So your opponents will want to try to aim for the ones on the side that have the 2 health. Yeah, really good. Yeah, it works really well with the Warlord. That makes sense. Divine Respite, or Respite. This is one of our rares. Gift from Above. Holy might. We got this one as one of the promos. Quick Strength. Well Supplied. Hod's Legacy. This is another rare. It's a unique staff. I like the unique weapons. I think that's cool. Brenter's Helm, like I said, extremely classic. +1 HP is pretty good. We have Warhorse, Shield of Spurning. That's another rare. Nice. So 2 pieces of rare equipment. Strong Arm Stout. We're playing dwarves, of course. We have the Hunting Staff. Dress, as in a wound. The bro's name is Frenzy. Double attack. Oh, he's level 4. That's what powerful dude. Hazak of Shadow, Dwarf Barbarian. Any of the regular units with more than 1 HP are very strong. Run Instigator. We have Salvage. Sunforge Smith. Yeah, this is one of the extras that we have for a starting army. And then Tinker. Nice. I don't know, this one seems kind of cool. I'd be down to, well, I mean, I want to try all these out, but yeah, the dwarf one seems really annoying with all of their health, right? It's just really chunky. So I'll go ahead and put the deck back. I will be sleeving up all of these. All right, so that is the dwarf deck, and they have a booster pack. Yes, it's gonna be way longer than I thought. Way longer. Well, if you're just waiting as long as I have, maybe you'll also enjoy this. Novice Pyro, Albrecht Novice, Close Wounds, Courage from Faith. Well, we will start to go a little bit quicker here. Quick Shielding, another one that was a ton of actions, man. Tide Turner, Timmy Tide Turner. We have Assassin's Strike, very cool. Not Ponita. We have Glaciate as our rare. Jason Engel artwork, yeah, very cool. And then Holy Might as our foil. It's a foil uncommon. And then we have a Manimal token. Yep, we'll do Free Kingdoms next. And then Devanian last. And then the Box of Greed, which will probably be pretty quick, I imagine. And then the booster box. This is very cool. We have like celestial characters here. Angelic, if you will. I do like Free Kingdoms. One of the ways I played had like a starter kit that had Free Kingdoms and Nthrog in it. But like I said, my brother and I, the very first one for me was the Devanian, Slayer of the Unkind. So you have a Dathan Celestial Messenger, 4 and 3 attack, 16 armor. Wow, that's a lot. Warlord character, Celestial Ambassador, limited order. Target up to 2 of your level 1 or 2 characters. Targets each gain +2 attack and AC and additional melee strike base +2 while attacking this turn. That is really good. It's probably the first thing you want to do on your turn. That's extremely good. And then we have our Crownland Strategist as our rank 2. And then Keen-Eared Sentry as our rank 1. We have Quick Shielding, Quick Strength. It's all about the quickness here. Meat at the Inn. Very nice. Fate Shift. This is a rare. Very cool. Punitive Strike. Level. This is an interesting card. I never really got it to work all that well playing it. This is a reprint for sure. After this character performs a strike or action that killed an opposing character of equal or higher level, this character permanently gains 1 level, 3 attack, 3 AC, 2 skill, and 1 HP. Banish the card. I definitely tried playing with this, but I remember it not working all that well. Spiritual Weapon. Warlord is a game where you draw up to hand size every single turn, so it's good to spend all of your cards every turn. Ardian Greathawk rare. Beautiful artwork there. Very cool. Shillelagh. Get him. Whack him with the Shillelagh. Albrecht Novice. TFK Brigand. Oh, so the starter deck comes with 1 TFK Brigand. Now we have 2. Cool. Yeah, we can make a... I think starting your front row with 3 of these dudes with the 3 health is... I don't know. It could be really good. Squire Argos. Nice. Heresy Huntress. We have the Berserker. Your skilled Berserker. Shannon the Daring. We got 3 of her and she's uncommon. And then we have Leonora as a final card. This deck's cool. I like this deck as well. I figured I would. Like I said, I did play Free Kingdoms a bit, and I really like the Warlord. This seems very strong. It's important to like use your front row stuff or buff them early because they're likely what's gonna die first. And Warlord is a game where you take turns. Like you don't have one person just do their whole turn and then you do your whole turn. You do a thing, they do a thing, you do a thing, and they do a thing, like back and forth kind of deal. So. You want to like, as your first thing, usually if you have the ability to do so, it's good to either use your front row dudes or to like make it so they're harder to kill. Scout Pony. Build the Scout Pony. Shadow Tunic. Steel Darts. Trinket of Malice. We have a heavy item pack now. Trinket of Malice. Archivist Journal. Ooh, I think I remember this card too. Burning Scroll. We saw that in one of the starters. Dragon's Blood. Yeah, so it's just like big chunk of items. We have Black Cloak Arrows, Crypt Wine, Nightfire Manacles, Sanguicorn, Bloody Horse. So those are the commons there. Sanguicorn, uncommon. Durun, uncommon. Greenflower Warden, uncommon. Wraithstalker, rare. Extremely cool. I like this. Armor Leather, item. 9. Whew. That's a lot. That's a lot. But yeah, I like this card. That's cool. Crownland Strategist. Oh, so this is one of the uncommons that we had in the starter deck. Out of options. I'm out of mana, but I'm not out of options. I'm thinking of free run when Denkin goes fisticuffs. If you know, you know. All right, finally we're gonna open up the Devanian deck. My home team, the evil squad. I think of them as like evil spellcasters, but this one says, it just says Devanian Empire, missionaries. Yeah, they just spread the good word. Like I said, very Red Wizard of Thay vibes, which is funny because I never really, like Red Wizards are like cool enemies in D&D. They were never like, I wasn't like, didn't want to like play as a Red Wizard in D&D, but I still dig their vibes. They're cool. All right. Cool like antagonists because they're powerful, but like their empire kind of makes sense from an evil kind of standpoint. I don't know. We have the Church Enforcer Tancred. 9 and 7, 15 armor. Warlord character, Human Knight. So this one is a fighter. Limited order, your target character performs a melee strike that inflicts an additional wound. Great. Against characters that are equal or lower level than the target. Okay. 4 health. Yeah, pretty good. Once again, I like the beef is generally pretty nice. Squire Fendrick. I will note that against my brother's Nthrog deck, I did lose often. Nthrog just punches real hard. And I'm trying to do like sneaky wizardy stuff. Even the odds is a rare. We have Crush. I Have Your Back. Very like bunch of warrior stuff. Another Tavern Brawl. Arcane Approach. This is like wizard and fighter. Warhorse. We got a lot of warhorses here. Breastplate of Power. This is a rare, unique. +2/+3. This is pretty good. Other characters in this rank gain +2 AC and attack. That's okay. That's really good. Nice. Very cool. We have the Mirror Death Mare, Scale Mill, Riding Horse, just all the horses. Squire Fendrick to complete the set. We have Flame Jester. We saw this in the Merc deck. Ged Bane. Look at this dude. 2/2/2, 8 armor, so really low armor, but level 4, 2 health. Stormwraith Paladin Planner. Odd non-spell strike rolls against this character miss. Okay, weird. Opposing lower level characters within 1 rank suffer -2 attack and AC. Opposing lower level. And then limited order move forward 1 rank. This guy seems extremely good. That's very cool. Oh, then we have another... Oh, Ged must be... I think it's a little bit after when I stopped playing it. Like, if Ged is like a thing. I think Ged looks like it's a whole thing for Devanians. Ged Dosset. We have Orlean. It's like a level 1. Sister Kieran. I like the Devanian vibes. I don't know, man. We have a Talmar the Protector. And then the Church Inquisitor. Very cool. Yeah. I do want to build like a sweet Devanian deck. We'll see how things go with Warlord. I do plan on like building at least like a deck and having a deck to play. Hopefully they're able to kind of like stabilize after a little bit of a rough launch and follow up with a good set too. We'll have to see how it does just in general. I haven't really seen a ton of marketing about it, to be honest, and not a lot of people have been talking about it from what I've seen. So I don't know. I hope it does well. The game's cool. Keen-Eyed Sentry, Leonore. Oh, this is going to be all like free kingdoms. Percy Dorn, Squire Argos. Look at some gear. Silver Steel Gauntlets, Talisman of Might. So you have a bunch of items here. Throwing Shield, Captain America Shield. Warhorse. Angel's Tears, they're just like throwing stars. Sneak Attack. Shannon the Daring, so those are the commons. So you have Shannon the Daring. I think this is one of the ones that came with the starter deck. Very cool. It says she's a paladin, but she's kind of like a... I don't know, she gives me pirate vibes. Sister Amanda. Actually a really cool looking card. Anna Koana. This is like ladies. This is like uncommon ladies. And then we have Sneck. Just a little sneaky sneak. And then we have, rare foil, Rock. This is a character, is a unique character. +12, +8, really high attack. Rank 5, or level 5, but 3 health. Wounds inflicted by rocks, melee strikes may not be reduced. Limited order, move forward 1 rank. Pretty sweet. And then we have another Manimal. So those are the starter decks and the boosters from the starter decks. Let's go ahead and open the box of Greed. I've been looking forward to this. I saw the list of the cards that are in the box of Greed, but I actually haven't seen any pictures or anyone open this at all yet. So yeah, I'm pretty curious as to what is in this thing. It was, if I remember right, it was kind of expensive. It's like 30 to 50 bucks. I think it's probably around that price range. I want to say probably closer to like 40, like in the middle, but yeah. So here we have the cards. So we have just a brick of cards, and then I assume this is just like space holder. Yeah, this is a space holder. All right, cool. Very curious. Do the starters fit in here? Oh, they do. Very curious. Do all of the starters fit? No, they're not all gonna fit. I can tell you that already. You can get 4 of the starters in a box of Greed. Okay. I just wanted to see, because it would be cool to have this as like a battle box, and then just sleeve up all the starters and put them in here. I would need 2 boxes of Greed to do that. Maybe I'll need to buy another box of Greed. So anyway, let's go ahead. We'll just set this off to the side for now, and then struggle with another pull tab. So let's see. Beyond the Mystical. So once again, these cards are not legal for like the standard, the new format for Warlord. You can play these in like old Warlord or in like unlimited formats, but you cannot play them in standard. And we're going to go through these pretty quickly. They all have this promo rarity on the bottom, and they're all extremely powerful cards from the original Warlord. So Ged Nuri, Justinian. Oh, very cool. I'm very glad I purchased this. We have some Warlords in here as well. You can kind of tell they have the kind of extended art there. Sir Arlian de la Champ. Sir Rollin. Sir, okay, all right. There's like this chibi artwork. Talib al-Sir. We have alloy. I think I own a copy of this. I think I have an alloy gargoyle, like an original printing. Destruction, Jorn of the Summit, limestone gargoyle, mentor, Nilrem, opal gargoyle. I think I might have an opal gargoyle too. We have prophet. These are obviously all these dwarf cards. Sigrida Valora. We have another chibi, Stonefist gargoyle. Oh, elves. Okay. Barada Dathanis. Barada Dathanis with 4 health. Cathel Rowan. Fade Dinthanis. Another Fade Rowan. Hold on. Is it... No. I was going to say if it's a card that we already got. Triple class. Holy boosh, dude. That's pretty sweet. 3 different classes. We have Lekker Osud. Nains. Ramorna. Beautiful artwork on that. Yeah, really pretty. Rotwing. Big old dragon. Tybast. Yeah, these are cool. Typhara, beautiful. Love that one. We have another chibi. Adarummi. We have Ada, another beautiful piece of artwork. Albrecht, classic character. I think the other one was Albrecht, right? The other starter is just a different version of Albrecht? Like different Celestial? Peyton Latham, Rolando, Shaden Alder, Sir Lucian, extended art on that one. Sir Robert of Andover, Spencer Lotham. This is a rank 1, but it's got a double attack at -1. That's pretty sweet. Trevor Magson. And then we have the Mercs. We have Ablung the Maker, Alisara, Bossum Blacknose, Demon of Kavar, Chibi Fasolt, General Lund, Ivas, Marcus Shaw, Morgan Dadanen. Arvika. I like her. She seems cool. Shadow Reaver also seems extremely cool. Whoops. As I drop the Shadow Reaver. So you could buy like a couple like 3 copies of this and then have like a full playset of all these like old cards if you wanted to play like a more unlimited kind of format. Artek, Durga, Gunda, Kothkan, Nemtok. I'm trying to see if I recognize any of these. Sareen, Sethusk, maybe. Chibi Taof. I do like that one. Verusk. And then we have some spells or abilities. Actions. Mass Blessing. Minor Miracle. Beautiful. Soothing Waters. I'm pretty sure I had a copy of that one. Tree Walk. Loyalty's Reward. Massacre. I recognize Obliterate as well. Slow March. Assassin's Arrow, Slash and Lunge, Conjure Storm, Heaven's Wrath. Yeah, these are sweet, dude. Incinerate, Venom Vines, Back Alley Tavern. Yeah, I think buying like 3 of these would have got me like a playset of like some just baller old cards. Figurine of Protection, Mollusk Helm, Ring of the Savant, Figurine of Power. Ooh, just collecting all these dragon figurines, very cool. Heavy Charger, the Dark Horse. Wyvern Steed, also extremely cool. You got like a wyvern mount. Black Steel Dagger, another figurine. Giant Toad, Perpetual Pouch. Zaxxon's Fire, that looks also extremely rad. Another figurine of Wonder. Necklace of Spell Storing. Abelung's Quick Mail, I definitely recognize this one. Flory's Monster Guide, very cool. Gettings World Atlas, Hearing's Epic, got the books, Journal Entry, Medwin's Codex, and then Potion of Youth. And then that's what you get here. You get a bunch of like reprint cards, not legal in Warlord, like standard, but for Eternal formats. Kind of wish I picked up 2 more of these just to have playsets of a bunch of the non-Warlord stuff, in case I wanted to play that. But I don't know. I still am very happy with picking this up. Now, I'm going to cycle the camera one more time, and then we will finally get to the booster box. All right, so I've kind of cleaned up our mat here and kind of sorted things out. Typically, how I would do booster packs and booster box openings without all of the other starter stuff going on. So we have our legendary cards are going to kind of go in this space. I don't know how many we're going to open. And And then we have our rares and foil rares. So rare, foil, did I separate all? Yeah, so we have just the rare pile, the foil rare pile, common and uncommon foils, and then everything else over here. So let's finally open our booster box of Warlord Saga of the Storm Into the Accord Lens. We have a little bit of a ding here in the corner, but in my experience, getting the ding, having a dinged box usually means it's got the spice. It's got the spice inside. So let's open this up. I know there is a box topper as well, but I think it's just for limited play. So we have a bunch of box toppers for limited. We'll go over these extremely quickly. You can play Warlord sealed and draft, which is fantastic. The collation problems make it a little rough, but I know there's some ways that people kind of are trying to get around that. So these are going to be like cards that you can put for players that can use in draft. Essentially, they're essentially like neutral cards that are not even of the Mercenary faction, and they're all just fairly, you know, generic. So I think we have 8 of each, so this supports like an 8-person draft, because each of these is unique. It says you may not start with another copy of this card. So this can start in play, like these can both start in play as like our level 2s, but you can't have like more than one, right? We have, I think these are just Warlords. Let's do the level 1s next. I didn't realize they were all like sorted by level. So we have Sarakian Sellsword. This is one of the level 1s. This is not unique, but it says it's the same alignment, faction, and classes as your Warlords. So that's pretty great. So if, we have just a bunch of these. So these are kind of like your generic rank 1s that you can have 3 copies of if you need just a generic rank 1 dude. So that's pretty good. And then for the level 2s, rank 2, level 2, I mix the names so you can have 1 of each of these. So 3 of these, 1 of each of these. If you don't pull like the stuff that you would like in sealed or draft. And then we have some rank 3s, cowards, just to help fill out your deck, right? These ones won't start into play, but you know. And it says your deck may include any number of cards named Coward. Coward is the same faction as your Warlords. It's a pretty bad card. It's a rank 3 with like pretty bad stats and no ability other than being the same faction as your Warlord. So this one, you're pretty sad if you have to put this one in your deck. And then you have out of options. Your deck can include any number of cards named out of options. Order, the character of your choice gains +2 attack or AC. It's also not great. But once again, you'd put this in there if you have to. And then Tattered Armaments, +1/+1, rank 3. Your deck can include any number of cards named Tattered Armaments. This one seems like maybe a little bit better than these other ones, but yeah, these are like, you put these in your main deck if you really need to. But I like how they included this stuff for draft purposes. And then finally we have the Warlords here. And I imagine there's probably like a couple copies of each faction, maybe judging by the number of cards here, like 2, I would guess. Yeah. So we have 2 Devanian, Archivist Marina, very cool. 2 Seekers, Dwarven. 2 Grove Warden Illumira. 2 Hunter Merrill. 2 Ramesh Elder Sage, he looks really cool. 2 Kazka. This is I think I recognize the name, at least from old. And 2 Nisha. Very cute. So, these are all like generic Warlords. It says, before the game begins, choose a faction. Nisha is that faction. I guess. Oh, Nisha is the one that can just be anything. Ah, okay, yeah. I like Nisha. She's cool. So you can make her be any faction. She attacks twice for +5. I think these all have double attacks. After starting armies are revealed, choose up to 2 classes. Nisha permanently gains those classes. Yeah, she's pretty cool. So if she can just kind of be whatever. I think it's why she's got like all the stuff. She's a human avatar. And then we have after starting armies are revealed, choose a class. This one gains that class. I think that's true for all these. They all gain whatever class that you want, and they all have different bonuses. So this one has a limited order to give another Nthrog +3 attack. This one has a limited order to give another... is it all the same? I think it's all... It's close. So this one gives another Mercenary 2 attack and AC. Hunter Merrill gives another Free Kingdoms 3 AC. Grove Warden, Illumira gives another Elf character +3 skill, which is this one at the bottom. Seeker gives a Dwarf character +1 HP. And then Archivist Myrna gives another Devanian +1 level. Interesting. And they also have different armor classes and such. It was usually a 14 or 15, it looks like. Pretty consistent. Though I do like Nisha. Cool. All right. So that is our limited little pack, which is nice. Like I said, I do plan on doing box sealed with this box. So we'll have some fun with it. I guess box sealed plus the starters. So that we'll have to factor that into the box sealed, or box sealed plus the packs from the starters. So we're probably gonna go pretty quickly through the booster packs, since we've already gone through 6 booster packs already in the video. I might have just said already twice, but it is what it is. Nthrog Strike, Solar Ray. So we'll go through the commons pretty quickly. We'll go to uncommons. We have Solar Ray, Havat Aeon Stance, Aneta Iskar. What is this? A Lycanthrope. All right. Lights of Revealing Sword. Swords of Revealing Light. It's like literally Swords of Revealing Light. So it's a rare. And then we have a foil Corpse Crowd, which is one of the promos that we got. And then a shield. All right, cool. Very curious how many legendary cards we get. Resurrection, Sacrifice, Resurrection, and Sacrifice. Yeah. Dragon's Blood, Recruiter of Mizir, Sandfiend. Like I said, we're going to go through these fairly quickly. Talisman of Faith, Final Blessing. We have Annals Devanian. It's a book. Devanian book. Swamp Book. Book of the Swamp. Ardian Greathawk is the rare. I might have skipped an uncommon. Ardian Greathawk is a rare. And then we have Golden Grove Mage Foil. Very nice. So that is the rare. We got the foil. I think I may have... Did I? I did. The Final Blessing was an uncommon. Just to make sure I have my pile sorted. It's one of those things where it's like doing this now will help me sort things later. This is for later me. Talisman of Might, Golden Grove Mage. So it doesn't look like there's any like unique cards, or rather cards that are unique specifically to the starter decks. Maybe the Warlords. I don't know. We'll see if we find any. Revitalizing Roots, Brunter's Helm, Vera and Bones, and then we have Bikram Bull Strength, big Chungus, and then a foil Spiritual Weapon. I think I remember this card too. I don't know. It seems familiar. Also looks like the art from Sunforger from Magic. Leopard Claws. It's crazy how like I haven't played Magic seriously in a very long time, and I still remember what like cards and pictures and everything. I played a lot of TCGs growing up, and I still play a lot of TCGs. Prime Positioning is uncommon, right? Yeah. Cloud Racer, Shannon the Daring, and then Kabbalite Regalia is a rare. And then Magic Missiles. Hey, I like Magic Missiles. Magic Missile. Trap. Oh, it's a trap. Destroy React. After target character targets this character with a strike, the character must succeed a DC 10 reflex or suffer a wound. Okay, that's what trap does. That's what that's what this dude does. That's what our legendary Warlord does. Improvised weapon. And I think we're gonna go even quicker. Kind of just jump into the uncommons. Holy Might. Do like the art in the Holy Might. Blessed Vestments. I definitely own copies of this card. We have Trezven. Ooh, another Dreadfang. Our second Dreadfang Dragon. Ooh, beautiful. Frame Seer. I think I called it Flame. I might have called it Flame Seer before. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous artwork. Out of options. Yeah, you're out of options. Not out of... out of spells? Well, I guess in this case, you're also out of options. I wonder if you can get God packs in this game. Don't actually know. All I know is that there's collation errors, but I don't know if there's any people who are like cracking like, here's a pack that's all rares or something. Berserk, Scalemail, Graham Hayward, very cool. Blackwind, ooh, a new dragon, or rather a different dragon. Really cool. It's got a funky pointy nose face. And then, ooh, it's a cool Warlord. This is a foil uncommon Warlord, Roan of the Deep Brook. Nice. Foil Warlords are always really cool, even though it's just an uncommon. Because like obviously you want your like starting dudes to look the cool. If you're gonna bling out your deck, it's gotta be. I recognize this card as well. If you're gonna bling out your deck, you gotta do like the starting army at least. Or you know, not at all if you don't want to do it at all. But if you're going to do it at all, you got to at least do the starting army. Spiritual Weapon. I got the Horse. Got the Crownland Strategist. And then the Unicorn of Thune. Was this another one of the starter cards? Yeah, maybe. Angel's Tears. As the foil. We haven't had any legendary so far. So I'm thinking they might be pretty hard to get. Or maybe just it's our box. It's hard to tell. Cheap Sword. Return it to your hand. That seems pretty good, actually. It's like just a +2 that just keeps bouncing back to your hand. Chorus Patience. Fire Rain Idol. That looks cool. A Netherin. Traic Netherin. And then we have Farhaven Guide as our rare. And then Melt Metal. Got that. That was in the was it the Nthrog? Not the Nthrog, the Devanian starter. Bro, where the pull tab is really inconsistent. So like on this one, it's like right here, and on this pack, it's like right here. Look, it's hard to see because of the color, but yeah, right here. I don't know why it's extremely inconsistent. I wonder if they're gonna go with a different manufacturer for future sets. Because this one just feels so odd, I guess is the nice way to put it. Tyron Ruskin, Dissolve, a rare. Ooh, another Gedbane. I thought this guy was sweet, so getting another one of these is very cool. Yeah, choke. Give him the choke slam. The chokey. Yeah, this one's right here. I don't know, it's like I said, it's just kind of odd. Mad Pat Carrick. Got a bunch of Nthrog, Close Wounds. Now I have a little bunch of Free Kingdoms. Lady Estelle. I think some of my early Devanian cards were just like not like the units were just not good. We have a Melt Metal. Librarian Shastra. Ooh, legendary. Oh, legendary. So legendary Devanian. Warlord character, Human Scholar, the Wizard. Charisma +3. Limited order to discard a card and target 2 characters within 3 ranks. They must succeed a will, save DC, or spend. That is very good, like first turn kind of thing. And then Well Supplied. We have a full art uncommon Well Supplied. It's kind of like extended. Cool. We'll put those here. We'll put the full art non rares or legendaries over there. I wonder if it's a tell, like if the pull tab is on one side or the other, if like is the pack gonna be better, you know? Heavy action pack. Look at this, just all actions, all action all the time. And then we have our uncommons. We have Augustin, Griffon, Essence Drain, and then our rare is Blade of Antiquity, and this is a legendary Blade of Antiquity. It's a fighter fighter sword +5, 2 armor, charisma +5, power attack +5, +5 skill, +1 HP. This character gains an additional melee strike, base +5 when attacking. This card is cracked, dude. What the hell? What the hell? And then Crownland Strategist, extended art. I have noticed that all of our legendary pulls have also come with an extended art card. Like, these are the 3 legendaries. Well, 3 non-extended art legendaries, and they've all come with an extended art card. Just, I don't know, maybe that's just our box. It's a small sample size, but it's 3 is starting to become a pattern. Summon Avalanche. Wither. I'm just mostly looking forward to playing. The game is so much fun. It's so different, and I think Warlord is just a great. I don't want to say casual because people they think casual means like bad or like not complex or whatever, not competitive. But I think of casual. Ooh, dragon. I think of casual as just like a fun thing to do with like low stress, lots of fun. We have Flamefall, triple attacking dragon. It's a rogue dragon. Nthrog, sea dragon. Unique, unarmed. Spend, move your character in this rank. Move forward up to 2 ranks. Big dragon. Very cool. And then we have a foil shatter, and then a simple shield. And I think this game is a great casual game. Lots of fun to just have with friends in a very like non-serious way. And you can obviously play this like super competitively if you want, but I feel like Warlord lends itself to be just really fun because of like the dice rolling mechanics. You kind of know what you're getting into when you're playing this game. There is a certain degree of like randomness, like more so than normal card games, because every attack you roll dice, right? So yeah, I don't know. I think it's super fun, and I'm looking forward to playing it. We have Ged Dosset. We have the Kennel Master. Good old classic Fireball. And then Epic Judgment. Ooh, this one is another one of our legendaries. Let's see if the card behind this is extended. I want to read what this does. So this is a cleric action. You roll 1 to 9, banish target level 1 character. On a 10 to 19, banish a level 1 or level 2. On a 20, choose level 1 or 2, then wound each opposing character of the level. Bro, that's really good. And we do have an extended art. I'm calling it. And it's an extended art legendary of one that we already pulled, which is kind of a bummer because I'd like to get a lot of different ones. But here, at least you can see the differences, right? In the different like regular or irregular and then extended art. And you can get extended art foil as well. So yeah, cool. So we have, we've pulled 4 legendaries from this box because these 2 are from that one pack. So I feel like if you get a legendary, you have a high chance, at least for this box, we have a high chance of getting an extended art. It's been 100% so far. And also that was true for the booster pack as well, which is separate from this box, or the starter deck booster pack as well. Sleep. Just go to sleep. We have good old Mr. Salvage, Green Flower Warden, that's a playset, Firebrand, and then we have Fate Shift. I think this was one of the ones we got in a pre-con as well. Grimfey Prowler, foil common, and then Stormlord token. Big token. Holy. At the end of your turn, kill one of your Devanian characters. Interesting. I wonder what makes that token. I guess I should kind of like read up. Bone up. Leveled. Frame series. Yeah, the art is so good. I don't know. I like the spidery witchy lady. We have a Sunforge Smith. Got the Steelhorn. Got the Pounce. And then we have High Acolyte Helen. This is another Devanian Warlord. 5/3. This one's a cleric. 15 armor. Your level 4 Devanian characters may enter play as if they were 1 level lower. Ooh, interesting. Oh, interesting. Limited react after High Acolyte Helen targets your Devanian character with a spell. Spend target non-warlord character in an opposing first rank. So this is kind of like she wants you to buff your stuff. Retreat from the Royal. And then add options. Yeah, I definitely want to build some sort of Devanian deck again. Definitely want to play Elves too. And then Free Kingdoms. Those are like the main ones that I want to do first. I will note that we haven't really gotten very many mercenary stuff. So we'll have to see. I know one of the best cards is a mercenary card. So we have Thunic Yeti, Change of Hands. Yeah, quite literally. Want to make a Silent Hill reference, but I don't want to spoil anything. Earthen Embrace is a rare, and then we have Jagoral rare, or Jagoral foil common. Earthen Embrace. So if you have already opened up some Warlord, or if you opened up a lot of people, or seen a lot of people open up, what are the general pull rates for the rares and the legendaries, like per box? I'd be interested to find out. In terms of what am I going to do for like box sealed, I'll have to sort this all out and see how many of everything that we got. But I definitely am leaning towards Librarian Shastra. Lord Belasco. We have a Mephit, Shatter, and then Swift Cloud Dragon. Very cool. Unique Unarmed Limited Order Journey. Yeah, seems very cool. We're getting a lot of these dragons, which is great. And then we have, we have an extended art. We have an extended art that's not from, it's not a legendary. This isn't legendary, right? Yeah, it's just rare. Oh, we got one that's not legendary. That's not behind a legendary. Ged Dosset. This is an uncommon one. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that. So all of our legendaries have had an extended art behind them, but not all extended arts are behind a legendary. So far, for us specifically, Woestone. Still seeing some uncommons. Okay, yeah, this breastplate. I have like 1 million copies of this card, and the heavy crossbow. I have original copies of those for sure. Veteran Bowman, Roan of the Deep Brook. Oh, we got this one as a foil, which is pretty cool. We got the Wolf Spirit, the Warlord, Well Supplied, and then Midnight Madness. One Wolf Moon, and then Polymorph. Ooh, got a full rare. Nice. It's been a little while since we got a full rare. And by a little while, I mean, we've only opened up like a couple, 3 total, including the other 6 packs. We still have a couple more packs to go. Like, maybe 3? I don't know. We still have a few more. Kodal. Kind of cool looking thing. Bardiche, cheap sword. Gotta love your cheap sword. Storm's Attendant. We have Stash. Gotta get Stash. Walk on Wind. Okay, so we got the starter deck Warlord. That's a little disappointing. So you can get the starter deck Warlords, and they're at rare. So this guy ate up one of our rares. And then we got a Cleave. I mean, that's not terrible. I like that you're able to pull these if you don't buy the starter decks. But also we have 5 more packs. It's kind of a bummer. Kind of wish there was like bumped it to like uncommon or something. But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Heavy dwarf pack. Holy, look at all these dwarves. All the dwarves. Just the entire pack is dwarves. Yeah, all of the commons were dwarves. Like literally every single common was a dwarf here. And then we have Arva of Reclusa. Character Elf Assassin. Hello, my lady. 3 attacks? Holy boosh, dude. Reach. Each of her melee strikes targeting characters more than 1 rank away. Spend instead of wound. Okay. I like her. Moken. Skulk in the shadows. Sneaky. Little sneak. Shield of Spurning. I think this is another starter deck card. Starter deck rare. Sure. Fine. We'll just get all the starter deck rares. Graveyard Librarian. I mean, if we want to run more than one of that card in our deck, we'll be happy to have the extra copy. I want the chase guy. I forget what he is. He's what I've heard, the chase card of the set, at least initially, is a mercenary card. That's like, he's like a dude. He's got like a hat. I don't know if he's legendary or rare, but he's one of those. He's either legendary or rare. Sister Kieran. We have Oracle. Oh, there's our second Oracle. Pretty nice. Good to have these, I think. Terrorize. Very rad art, dude. Divine Respite. I think we've already gotten one of these before, but sure. We'll have another Divine Respite. And then Brigand Buckler. Definitely want some cool wizard stuff, because I want to do the wizard. I'll play the wizard, but like also, I don't know. We have a mix of things. We have to play a different warlord. I don't know. Ooh, big Nthrog pack. Lots of Nthrog commons here. We have Squire Fenric. You know, let's get a big Devanian pack. Let's get a big Devanian pack. Lord's Assailant. This card's sweet. This is I think our second one. Hey, if we want to do elves, probably pretty cool. Viscous Goo, and then we have Blitzer, another card that we've pulled already. Was this a starter deck card? It might have been. And then Berserker. Got a Berserk. And then another Stormlord token. Very cool looking token. We have two more packs to go. I think she's pretty good too, by the way. She's one of the warlords. She's a Free Kingdoms warlord. She's pretty good. Bandit Mask. I like it. Retreat from the Royal. Huntress. Thicket. Just a little guy. Just a little fuzzy guy. We have Cleave. Shock Saber. That's rad looking. Sanguicorn. And then even the odds rare. Okay. And then Solar Ray. Blast them. So I started blasting. Alright, we have one more pack. We did not get very many legendaries. We got 4 in the box. One was extended, and it was a dupe. So this is our last pack. Maybe we'll get something cool in the last pack. Maybe legendary? Legendary. Okay. Well, we're going to flip through this. A foil extended legend. Let's get a legendary and then a foil extended legendary. How about that? And how about we get that guy that I was talking about? We have Chovan Voidcaller, Sutek Razorclaw. We're gonna slow roll this. Arcane Approach. All right, let's see what we got. No, just a rare. Just a rare. Zadok Prey Herder. So it's a rare warlord. Mercenary warlord. Double class. Pretty cool. Jeff Miracola. Yeah, nice. Classic artist. And then common. Boo. Oh, Bandit Mask. That's kind of cool. And then we got the final tokens of the Manimal. Yeah, so we only got 4. We only got 4 legendaries. Only 3 packs out of the whole thing contained legendaries at all. And one of them was had the dupe legendary. So interesting. Very curious to see if this is like if I just got a low legendary box, or you know how things shake out. Not sure, but at the very least, I think we can build a cool deck with the cards that we've pulled, including the 6 cards that we got, or the 6 packs from the starters. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I think my favorite pull is probably this Epic Betrayal. I think it's this card's extremely cool. And then also like, oh, these legendaries are pretty cool. I do like these ones. The Blade is extremely rad. And I really like Librarian Shastra. She's very cool too. So thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think of Warlord Saga of the Storm in the comments down below. And let me know if you'd like to see more of this. Yeah, this is a long video, so I'm gonna go now. All right, later everyone.